Hi friends, welcome back to the vlog. So before we get into the nitty-gritty that is going to be my reading week this week, I kind of just want to have a chat because I want you guys to be aware of some things that are going on with the brain goblins. So towards the end of the week, I guess probably about yesterday, the brain goblins started a goblin, and I always tell people in regards to like my anxiety and my depression that it's like a roller coaster, and I have my days where I'm good. And I mean, I have several days in a row where I'm pretty good. And lately I've had lots of good days and it's been really nice. But then every now and then I dive. And I guess I kind of nosedived and I'm feeling a little meh, but my goal is to try to get back in front of it. And so in doing that, if I'm a little quieter than normal, if you don't get as many updates from me in this vlog, that's kind of why. But I am also trying to get myself back on track. And I am almost certain that starting tomorrow, it should be working that way, because Justin and I are going to take a little bit of a weekend away, just him and me, and we're going to go down to the Lake of the Ozarks and stay in a little cabin out in the woods. And so I'm going to hang out with all the fall colors. I am going to hopefully watch spooky movies and then maybe some fall cozy movies with him, and just have this opportunity to just be him and me, because things have been stressful, things have been hard, and I think we need a chance to just be us. So the kids will be with my aunt. Thank you, Auntie Pam, for the assistance, and I'm hoping they're gonna have a really good time. I'm sure my aunt will make sure they have a great time, and then Justin and I will be out of town. I of course will bring you along with me, but I probably won't do a whole lot of updating just because I'm gonna be focused on just reading and relaxing and hanging out with him. And so I'm hoping that that will put me back on the right track towards whatever you want to call it. Not really necessarily happiness, because I'm not unhappy. I'm just filled with a little bit of anxiety. And my anxiety is silly in a way that it's just this like constant need for reassurance. And so really, in those situations, there's lots of, you know, making sure that I'm loved and I'm cared about, and I become a little bit more needier than normal because my brain is telling me other things. Also, it's just spiraling, you know, it's just rough sometimes, and sometimes you don't even know what sets it off. So yes, that is where I'm at. And so I'm gonna do my best to get myself back on track to hopefully beat this brain goblin into submission, and we'll go from there. And I think today is gonna be the start of it, because technically today is the last day of Lexi's Patreon readathon. And so we're watching Casper tonight, so I will do that. I'm gonna make a fun little drink, maybe some hot cocoa, something. I'll see if the kids wanna watch. Justin will probably be asleep. Maybe we'll bundle up on the floor and watch the movie and eat some popcorn and have some hot cocoa, and we'll try to move into that, because that will make me feel better in the long run. Doing fun fall things, doing things with my family, involving my children, always finds a way to make me feel better, and I'm hoping that that will help. I'm also hoping that I can scrounge my pantry and see if I can't find the things I need to make some pumpkin cookies. So I might try to do that too and see how it goes. Yes, today is the last day of Lexi's readathon, which I have done I've hit all the prompts. I'm good to go. And then today it starts Liv's library and her Patreon's readathon. And so with hers, it's a little different than Lexi's. So instead of, I have my handy dandy laptop. So instead of a house or a secret society that we're going through, it's really just a map. So it's like a game board that we're following. I don't know if you're supposed to see the prompts, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm allowed to share those. And so you just kind of follow the path around, right? And so you have the lair, the spooky library, the witch's brew. Oh, the lair, the spooky library, the graveyard, the witch's brew, and then the haunted house. Things are looking up because we are trying to get the ghost and the skeleton to make it to the ghost house, to make it to the haunted house for candy. Everybody loves candy. I love candy. I wish I had some candy. Anyway, but then there's also a bingo board that we can do as well. So I'll probably do a nice little combination of both. I also just kind of wanted to show off some of these cute, I mean, look at that. She just came up with some of like the cutest images. And I'm so excited to use them. So it's going to hopefully be a good time. And it will hopefully get me on the up and up. So like I said, I'm gonna, you know, hot cocoa, cookies, popcorn, Casper later tonight. And then today it's been work. I've been working on some trainings because I have to get a certain number of training hours before the end of the year. So I've been working on that. Been answering some calls. I've just been kind of meh. I have felt very tired the last couple of days and just less than enthused about things. So I'm trying to get myself back on track for that. There you have it, friends. Okay, so moving into the TBR for the week. The first one I'm gonna start off with is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This says, Cassie Greenberg loves being an artist, but it's a tough way to make a living. On the brink of eviction, she's desperate when she finds a too-good-to-be-true apartment in a beautiful Chicago neighborhood. Cassie knows there has to be a catch. Only someone with a secret to hide would rent out a room for that price. Of course, her new roommate, Frederick J. Fitzwilliam, is far from normal. He sleeps all day and is out all night on business and talks like he walked out of a Regency romance novel. He also leaves Cassie heart-melting notes around the apartment, cares about her art, and asks about her day. And he doesn't look half bad shirtless. On the rare occasions, they're both home and awake. But when Cassie finds a bag of blood in the fridge that definitely weren't there earlier, Frederick has to come clean. Cassie's sexy new roommate is a vampire, and he has a proposition for her. So I'm very excited to read this. I've heard good things. I hear it's funny, which makes me happy. And I grew up in the era of teenage vampire romance type things, so your Twilight, things of that nature. And so this will be fun for me. I'm kind of excited. So that's that. And then I will be reading The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. This is the companion novel, I guess. It's not technically a sequel, but it is a companion novel to The Ex-Hex, written by her as well. So this one is, Gwen Jones is perfectly happy with her life in Graves Glen. She, her mom, and her cousin have formed a new and powerful coven. She's running a successful witchcraft shop, Something Wicked, and she's started mentoring some of the younger witches in town. As Halloween approaches, there's only one problem: Llewellyn Wells Penhallow. Wells has come to Graves Glen to reestablish his family's connection to the town they founded and to make a new life for himself after years of being the dutiful son in Wales. When he opens up a shop of his own, Penhallow's, just across from the street from Something Wicked, he quickly learns he's gotten more than he bargained for in going up against Gwen. When the professional competition leads to a very personal and very hot kiss, both Wells and Gwen are determined to stay away from each other, convinced the kiss was just a magical fluke. But when a mysterious new coven of witches comes to town and Gwen's powers begin fading, she and Wells must work together to figure out just what these new witches want and how to restore Gwen's magic before it's too late. In The Ex-Hex, you did meet Gwen in The Ex-Hex, because she is the cousin, and so you meet Gwen. And you also meet Wells, because Wells is the brother of the main male lead in The Ex-Hex. So you meet everybody. It's great. So I'm very excited to read this. I'm very excited to dive back into this world. I read The Ex-Hex last Halloween and I really enjoyed it. And so I'm excited to dive back in and pick up where all of my little friends left off. The final book for this one, for this readathon, is going to be The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. I got this in a book of the month, February of this year, so I'm excited. It says, Alex has all but given up on her dreams of becoming a published author when she receives a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, attend an exclusive month-long writing retreat at the estate of feminist horror writer Rosa Vallow. Even the knowledge that Rin, her former best friend and current rival, is attending doesn't dampen her excitement. But when the attendees arrive, Rosa drops a bombshell. They must all complete an entire novel from scratch during the next month, and the author of the best one will receive a life-changing 7-figure publishing deal. Determined to win this seemingly impossible contest, Alex buckles down and tries to ignore the strange happenings at the estate, including Rosa's erratic behavior, Ren's cruel mind games, and the alleged haunting of the mansion itself. But when one of the writers vanishes during a snowstorm, Alex realizes that something very sinister is afoot. With the clock running out, she must discover the truth, or suffer the same fate. A claustrophobic and propulsive thriller exploring the dark side of female relationships and fame, The Writing Retreat is an unput-downable debut novel from a compelling new talent. Gotta throw in a little spooky, right? Why not? So I am excited to dive into this one as well and get my spook factor on with that one. So there you have it, friends. That is the TBR for the week. Like I said, tomorrow I am going out of town, but I will probably do some reading down there and I will do some reading here before I leave. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be good. The brain goblins will stop a goblin, I hope. And then we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes. Wish me luck, friends. So I'm gonna hop into the kitchen and see if I have what I need to make pumpkin cookies, because I do believe Justin told me that I need to restock all of my spices before I make pumpkin pie. And I didn't do that. And if I don't have like pumpkin spice or anything like that, I can't make the cookies. So we'll see what I got. We'll see what I got. Because I don't use pumpkin, like allspice or pumpkin allspice or whatever it is in my pumpkin pies. I actually use nutmeg and ginger and cinnamon and all of that. I don't just use pumpkin pie spice. So I have to restock all of that. And clearly I just need to have some pumpkin pie spice on the side. It's fine. It's all good. Oh, okay. Let's go see if I can make some cookies. Bye! Happy Monday. It is Monday, right? I got that right. I hope. I guess I'll have to ask current me. Anyway, so as you can see, I am home from my little weekend getaway with the hubby, and it was nice. It was calm, it was quiet, it was just the two of us. It was nice. It was kind of what we needed, just a little chance to get away, be ourselves, that kind of thing. But that being said, I'm ready to have my kids back. Like, they're at school, and I'm ready to give them hugs. So, I do have updates for you though. So, I finished My Roommate is a Vampire while we were on vacay. I gave it 4 stars. It's very cute. It's a rom-com, so it's very funny. I am a huge fan of him, the Frederick, the vampire, because he does not understand the 21st century. And because he doesn't understand the 21st century, he has lots of thoughts about like Instagram and social media and the internet and texting and all of these things, which just made me laugh out loud. And he doesn't really know how to order a coffee, so it's quite entertaining. I highly suggest you pick it up. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it is really good. It is really funny. I do suggest you pick it up if you're into fun rom-coms and cute little, you know, as you can see, it's got the cute little cover. So it is really, really good. Like I said, 4 stars. I enjoyed it. So yes, I was able to finish it in about 2 days maybe. So highly recommend. Very good. So then I started and did not get very far into yet the writing retreat. I'm on chapter 5, so page 32. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it. She has literally just gotten the invite to come on the writing retreat. So I'm really not far into it. So nothing spooky, crazy has happened yet, and we'll see how it goes with the rest of it. I don't know what to tell you about this one. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure I'll get there. And then with all our hidden gifts, which I'm still working my way through, I'm about halfway through. I'm enjoying this. It is a fun little YA mystery, almost. They are trying to find a girl that has gone missing. There is a little bit of magic in this, especially with tarot cards. Maeve can read the tarot cards, and so she's been doing that. But she feels like the tarot cards are the link to the girl who is missing, who actually happens to be her ex-best friend. So she is working with a current friend and her ex-best friend's brother to try to find her. They aren't quite sure what happened. She just up and disappeared one night, and they know that who she was seen with, but things are coming together. It is fun. It is easy to read. It is well written. I am enjoying it. It's been interesting. And it is a quick read. And it's a quick read because if you look at the chapters, they're spaced apart like many a young adult book. So yes, I have this one on Scribd as well. So I am listening to it as well as reading it, and I'm enjoying it. I just downloaded this one on Scribd too, so I can do both. And then I downloaded The Kiss Curse, which is my next book for this readathon. This readathon that we're doing for Liv's Library. So I'm having a very good time with this one, and going to the cabin helped because it got me some bingo things. So I am drawing. I have an app on my phone, which is also on my iPad, that is a drawing app, like a coloring app. And so I spent a little time this weekend coloring, and so like I colored this guy, as you can see, as he comes together. They're all kind of spooky themed, and of course gnomes, because I love gnomes. People have certain feelings about gnomes, but I love gnomes. I think they're cute. See, and that all just kind of comes together. See? Fun, right? And then I also did this one. I'm not gonna make it do its thing. I'll just show you. I did that gnome as well. And then I did this one as well. So I spent a little time coloring on my phone over the weekend as well. So that's my version of painting a pumpkin, because I'm not gonna get to actually paint pumpkins or carve pumpkins this year. So I just did it that way, because every time my family tries to carve pumpkins, paint pumpkins, put pumpkins on the porch, the squirrels in our area, I call them zombie squirrels, because they eat them. I don't, and I'm assuming they do that to everybody because our neighbors had pumpkins on their porch and they're gone now. And I slowly started seeing holes going into them. So we call them our radioactive squirrels, zombie squirrels. We call them all of those things because they eat all of our fun treats and they bite holes into our trash cans. So there's that for you. So then my other fun thing I wanted to show you was something my aunt bought me. So as you know, I'm into diamond painting. She is almost done. I have like 4 more colors to do, I think. So she's almost done, which makes me very happy. So I'm gonna wrap that one up, but my aunt bought me, my aunt spoils me, let's be honest. And so she always likes to help me with my hobbies. She likes to, you know, support my hobbies. Like, so she buys books for me, and she bought the diamond paintings for me, and now she bought this for me. And it is a diamond painting kit. Yes. It is going to make my life so much easier because when you get these diamond paintings, it comes in this plastic bag that is like maybe this big by this big, right? And it's filled with the little diamonds. And then it only comes with one of these little trays, okay? And so it's really hard to do more than one color at a time because you don't want to open the bag because you're afraid it will spill. And then you don't really have any storage for the bag after it's been opened. And then God forbid you forget one of the circles for that particular diamond because you're never gonna, it's gonna be so hard to get it to work. So this will be extremely helpful because it comes with these little tubey tubes. And so what I do is I put the numbers 1 through 60 on the tubes because I shouldn't have more than 60 colors when I'm doing these. And it corresponds to the key that is on your diamond painting. So as you can see, this is the key for the diamond painting, and it's 1 through 22. And so each number matches a color, and that color on the bag, it says the number. So the bag says number 22, right? So then it matches the number for your little vials here. And then this one comes with different size little pokers. So you have like for your 1, if you do 1 at a time, right? And then you have different sizes should you decide to do more than 1 at a time. This would have come in extremely helpful when I was doing the black on this painting, on this diamond painting, because of the amount of black in this diamond painting. So it will come in very helpful when I move on to the next one because all of my Disney ones are similar to this type of style. So it's got the black surrounding it and then the bright colors in it, and you can kind of see how she's coming along and the ship. And so like Alice, when I do Alice next, we'll have all of the black, and then like the Cheshire Cat is up here and it has pinks and it has whites and it has reds and it has all these other colors in it. So that will come in very, very handy when I have to go through all this again because then I can do 4 or 5 diamonds at a time in the black rather than just 1 at a time. That took me forever. So I'm very excited to do that. I'm excited to finish Tink. I'm excited to move on to my next one. I'm excited for my kit because then I can travel with it. So that'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be good. So I think that's really the only updates I have for you. It was a nice weekend. We had a good time. I enjoyed it. We kind of needed it. I highly suggest that if you are in a relationship, and especially if you have kids or you've been together for a long time, because Justin and I will have been together 12 years in November. Dating, that's just dating. We got married in 2015. I highly suggest having an opportunity and taking opportunities to spend some time, just the 2 of you together, because it's an opportunity to maybe get to know each other again. We asked each other some silly questions. We watched a little football because that's something we bond over. He was reading, I was reading. He made steaks, he made spaghetti one night. We had sandwiches. It was just nice. It's an opportunity for you guys to just be yourselves and not have to answer to your children. And if you're a mom, take the opportunity to go away by yourself even, because that was kind of nice. Like, I miss my children, I miss my kids, and there will always be a part of me that has anxiety when I leave them, even though I'm leaving them with the most trusted individual I know. It's There's still a lot of anxiety there that something's gonna go wrong, something's gonna happen, but it's worth it because for 72 hours, like, I wasn't mom. I was able to just be me. I didn't have to worry about my 14-year-old and making sure they're getting where they need to be, or my 6-year-old and making sure that, you know, she has snacks and she has everything she needs after school, you know, like, so that was fun. And then in a couple weeks, I'm actually going out of town with some girlfriends. And so Justin's staying here, and with a little help from my aunt, they're gonna take on the kids, and I'm gonna get an opportunity to just hang out with my friends in the mountains, and, you know, we're gonna have a really good time, and I'm really, really excited about that too. We try to do that every year, and this will be year number 2, but sometimes they don't work out, you know what I mean? So yeah, it'll be good. So like I said, take the opportunity. It's a great chance. I was able to relax. I was able to maybe get rid of some of the goblins. I was able to walk in the leaves and under the trees, and I was able to hang out by the lake, and I was able to do all of these things, and it was really, really nice because I got to be me, and I got to put the brain goblins to bed for a little while. So it was nice. So yes, it is something I highly suggest for really anybody. Travel. I love to travel. I love going places. I've been to lots of places. I have seen lots of things, and I'm still not done. And I'm very excited to continue traveling as life continues. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to see the world. I want to just be able to even just go into my own backyard. Like, we went to the lake. Lake of the Ozarks is not far from where I am. It's like 3 hours from where I am. And so it was fun, you know? So take opportunities, travel, see the world if you can, because there's a lot of world out there, and there's a lot to see, especially if you're a mom or you're in a significant relationship. Travel together. You can learn a lot, by the way, from traveling with your partner too. Just so you know, you can learn a lot, like how you pack and how you travel and how well you travel and things of that nature. So Justin and I like to road trip. We don't really like to fly. So we've like driven to Florida, and we've driven to Texas, and I've driven to Alabama to see a friend of mine. So we really just kind of drive, because especially when it's a family event, because 4 plane tickets right now to and from wherever we are going are expensive. And so I definitely prefer driving regardless of how long it takes. And so we do prefer to road trip. So we make sure we have road trip snacks, and it's constantly Twizzlers or pretzels and, you know, different drinks and things of that nature. So like I said, it was fun. I had a good time. I highly recommend traveling. I highly recommend going down to the Lake of the Ozarks at some point if you're near me in Missouri, and definitely in the fall, because there is just something special about the Midwest in the fall. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and get ready to go get my oldest from school, and then I will get my youngest from school, and then it's going to be kind of a fend for yourself kind of evening. I might make chicken strips, french fries, things of that nature for the kids and myself, and then maybe we'll watch a movie. I think this week I'm gonna focus on scary, spooky, fun Halloween movies, since we're getting closer and closer to Halloween, so that'll be great. I'm sure they'll love that. They'll be able to hang out with me. I think they've missed me. I guess we'll find out, right? So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will be sure to catch up with you later. Bye-bye. Friends, happy Tuesday. So I wanted to give you a bit of a reading update. I have a little over 100 pages left of the writing retreat, and it's weird. I'm not sure how I like it. It's getting to the part where it's like kind of mysterious, trying to figure out what's going on. One of them has gone missing, and they're trying to figure out what's going on and whether she's dead, or if, you know, the host of their little retreat has just hidden her away. I I don't really know what's going on. But there's also just a lot of random, for lack of a better word, sexual encounters and sexual conversations that I'm not sure how they fit into the plot. Like at one point they're like tripping on LSD and there's a sexual encounter with a demon during that, and the reason that the friends are fighting is because of a sexual encounter. It's just interesting to me, and I'm beginning to wonder if that's just random plot points or if that's something that is going to come up later. But at this point, to me, it's just random plot points that aren't necessarily necessary. Like, I don't see why they're important, because they aren't really brought up again. They aren't, you know. So I don't know. I have another little over 100 pages to go. We'll see what happens, but I'm not sure how I feel about this book. But we'll see. We'll see. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. One, I don't think I would ever agree to go to a writing retreat in a place that if it snows, you can't leave. This is giving me Shining vibes. That's what it's doing. They're trapped right now because of the snow and they can't leave. And it's giving me Shining vibes. There's some interesting, now that I think about it, there's some Shining vibes. I mean, nobody's going crazy, not that I know of anyway, but they're definitely trapped in this very large estate and it's snowing and they can't get out and they can't go anywhere. And like the person in charge of this retreat has set completely irrational expectations of what she expects these writers to be able to do while they're there, and they literally have to write every single day. They have to submit 3,000 pages or 3,000 words every single day at the end of the day. And of course they get breaks for breakfast and lunch and dinner, but it's like they're trapped in their rooms or they're trapped somewhere else writing. I'm like, I'd be like, I'm out. I'm not staying for this. Nope. I thought maybe this writing retreat would be more about learning good ways to write or better ways to write. No, I'd be out. I'd be out. Definitely when there's no cell service. I'd be out. There's no reason to stay there. None. I really do not have any other updates for you. It's been pretty quiet, which, you know, is a good thing, right? I am hopefully going to be able to go out tomorrow. I want to get my hands on A Curse of True Love by Stephanie Garber, and it comes out today. And I'm unable to go get it today, but I'm really hoping I will be able to go get it tomorrow, because I'm hoping to read it in November, because that's the final book of the Once Upon a Broken Heart series that follows different characters from Stephanie Garber's other books, and I'm excited to see, because The Ballad of Never After ended on quite a little cliffhanger, so I really want to get my hands on A Curse for True Love so that I can read it in November, for sure. So I'm hoping to go out tomorrow and get that, trying to decide whether or not I'm going to pick up the Britney Spears memoir for my husband. He wants to read it. I am not sure how I feel about it. Like, I want to read it just for intrigue purposes, but it's like, I feel like Britney's gone a little off the rails and is not all with it, so I'm not sure how much of that would be reality and how much of that would be fiction. You know what I mean? I'll let him read it first. That's generally what I do. You can read it first. Other than that, Charlie is now on the crew for their theater production. They're doing Clue, and that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. So I will be there for sure for Thursday and Friday night, and then Saturday Justin and I are going to a wedding. But Charlie is doing the light board and they are very excited, and of course that's like, you know, child after my own heart, because that's what I did all through high school. I was in theater and I did the techie stuff. I was on stage twice, but I did all the techie stuff. Anything you could do except wardrobe. I never wanted to do wardrobe and makeup. That's not my forte. I don't need to do all that. I can build a set, I can run light cues, I can tell you what to do, but I cannot, under any circumstances, put makeup on your face when I can barely put makeup on my face. I've been giving my face a break. I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup lately. One, because it's kind of expensive, but also just because I need to give my face a break. I need it to not break out as much, and I need to be okay with not wearing makeup if I'm not going anywhere for real. Like if I'm going someplace special, like when I go to the wedding on Saturday, when I go to the show over the week, I will put on a little bit of makeup, but I don't really think I need to wear makeup if I'm going to work and not seeing anybody else's face. or if I'm working from home and not really seeing anybody else's face. There's no reason for me to put makeup on. No one's complained. It seems to be fine. I have been told I look very tired, but I mean, I am very tired. I'm a mom. It's really all I have for you. I'm gonna get back to reading this book, and I hope I'm gonna finish it today. I am going to a horror movie trivia tonight, so that should be fun. I'm excited for that. Not that I've seen every horror movie. I've seen a lot of horror movies. I enjoy horror movies, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are having a good day. And as soon as this wackadoo of a book, this weird novel is over, I'll give you an update. A little less than 100, a little over 100 pages, so we'll see. I'll catch up with you guys later. Bye. Happy Wednesday. How's your day going? How's it going? Hope everything's going really well for you. So I do have some updates for you. I have finished the writing retreat and I gave it 3 stars. This went from like the Shining, kind of like stuck in a remote place, weird things start happening kind of perspective, to Saw 11 very quickly, in my opinion. There was good creep factor to it. Some of the writing was really good. It just, some of it seemed unnecessary and it kind of dragged there at the end. And I guess I'll go ahead and I'll put spoilers here because I'm gonna probably spoil it for you. But this is basically about a woman, an author, who invites these girls to her home, and in that time they are expected to write a novel, a new novel, brand new idea. They can't use something they've already used before. But the end goal to this for this author is to basically steal one of their books. So not only is she just trying to steal these books, she has a history of murder. Like her first big novel that was published, she was slowly poisoning her friend in order to sell it, basically. And then she wrote her own novel and it flopped. So then she befriended, became a lover type person for somebody else, and they let her have the novel and she published it under her name. And then when she needed another book, she became a lover of somebody else and published her book under her name with permission. They're giving her permission to do this. And so the end goal here was to basically get another book and either make the woman fall in love with her or kill them. And so the end of this book is very bloody. Lots of people die, like unexpectedly. Like it's one of those things where it's like, okay, what? And she ends up trapping all these women in a confined space and making them write, because if they don't write, she'll kill them. And then at the end, it's almost like, this is where the Saw reference comes in, because it's like, let's play a game. Because she's basically making them play games to reveal things about themselves. She's drugging them. The last game they play is basically throw your manuscript into the fire and then kill the other person. It's very weird. It is very sick. It is very twisted. It is very unhinged. And on top of all of that, it's like our main character is going through some kind of sexual awakening. And I'm not sure why that's important. We needed to know why her friendship with Ren, who was another girl that got brought in for the writing retreat, ended. And it ended because of a encounter that happened between the two of them, and Ren didn't know how to handle it and basically pushed Alex, our lead, out of the way. And it just kind of spiraled out of control after that. And they didn't speak for a year. Now they're on this writing retreat together and they're ignoring each other. They're doing the best they can. And then it's like Alex starts writing her book and she's basing it off of the people that used to live in this estate that they are in, and how Daphne, who was the one that lived in the estate, like had a relationship with the occult and with a demon and with spirits and with ghosts and all of these things. And so she's writing a story, a historical fiction, mostly fiction, less history, about that. And so then she starts like kind of tripping, and there's another sexual encounter that's random and not needed. I don't understand it. And it's like the whole time Alex is like, I'm attracted to men. I'm attracted to men. Oh, well, maybe I'm attracted to men and women. And then at the end, she's on a dating app and attracted to men and women. So it's like, why? Why did we need that aspect of the story? It felt unnecessary. I am not a prude by any means, but I only really like those kinds of scenes when I feel like there's a reason for it, or it's in one of my smutty little romances that I like. Let's be honest. So the ending, I don't know. They get away from Rosa, who's the author. Basically, Rosa takes off, basically tells them, you know, I'm gonna leave and you're gonna sit here until you can leave. And because she has a gun, and so she leaves, and she leaves 3 of them behind that are still alive, one of them barely. And so she ends up taking off. Nobody can find her. The police can't find her, nothing, right? And all of a sudden, it's like after she releases her book, Alex releases her book, she gets a text message from Rosa, basically. And now it's like she's just awakened and she can write, and she had writer's block for a long time, but it's like she's still writing for Rosa, even though Rosa was threatening to kill her. So this whole ending was very weird, and I don't know how I feel about it. I gave it 3 stars. The whole book was weird, and the ending really was like, okay. I felt like this had a lot of potential. I felt like there was a lot of ways this story could have gone, and I didn't like the way it went. The route that the author decided to take just didn't work for me. And it has worked for lots of people. I have seen the Goodreads ratings. I have read some of the reviews, and I really, really, really wanted to like this book. But unfortunately, that did not work out for me. No shame if you've enjoyed it. No shame if you still want to read it. It's weird. It's a little unhinged and a little twisted. So if that's your cup of tea, by all means. The ending of this book just, I don't know. The book got cultish. The book got graphic. The book got horror filled. Like I said, it became a let's play a game type situation. I was really just expecting the little clown guy to come rolling in on a tricycle at the end there. So again, 3 stars, nothing personal. It just was not my cup of tea. So then I have now started The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. I'm not far in. I think I've only read the prologue, but I'm listening to it as well. So that's been fun. But yeah, this is already pretty cute. I'm already pretty happy with it, and I'm sure I will greatly enjoy it, and it will be a great little reprieve from what I read in the writing retreat. And then Justin and I ran to the bookstore today because we also had to do a little grocery shopping, and there's a Barnes & Noble right by one of the Aldis. And so I was like, hey, take me to Barnes & Noble really quick. And so we did, and I picked up A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. So I'm going to, let's do this better. There we go, shiny. I am going to try to get this on my November TBR because I really want to read it. And then what I'd really like to do at some point is reread all of them and actually tab them and do that kind of thing with them, because they are such good books, and there are some really good lines, and there's really good writing in it too. So, and she matches the rest of them. All of them are the Barnes & Noble edition. All of them are this pretty different colors of pink and purple. So I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm very excited to read it. And once I do read it, it shouldn't take long because, of course, big writing, big spaces, that kind of thing. So there you have it, folks. I don't really have any other updates for you. I am making my way around the board. I have now done the 3 prompts. The Kiss Curse is for my last prompt, and it'll be fun. So it's gonna be pretty quiet tonight. Charlie, again, has play rehearsal until 9, so I will pick them up at 9. And then Cadence is off school tomorrow and Friday, and Charlie is off school on Friday. And then tomorrow I have parent-teacher conferences for Cadence about how she's doing at school, behaviorally, academically, socially, all that fun stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be quiet. So I am going to Charlie's show on Thursday, and I'm going to go on Friday. My best friend is going on Thursday, so I will sit with her along with, I'm taking Charlie's best friend, so they'll sit with me and it'll be good. And then Friday my aunt is going, and I think a church friend is going as well. So that'll be good. It'll be fun. I'm excited. They're doing Clue, and Clue is one of my favorite movies. Clue is one of my favorite board games. So I'm excited. There's this whole scene in Clue, and it makes me laugh every time. And Cadence says it to me now, and she's talking, I think it's Miss White, and she's talking about how angry she is, and she just goes, flames, flames on the side of my face, because she can't express it. And so sometimes when I get angry like that, I just go flames, flames on the side of my face, because I just can't express the anger sometimes. So there you have it. Yeah, it's interesting. And also we are moving right along with the adoption. We have an appointment, we're making an appointment with the guardian ad litem, which is another lawyer, basically the lawyer for the child, to kind of set up probably a meeting, and she's possibly going to do a home visit just to make sure we're all good here and things of that nature. So it's moving right along. Hopefully it'll all be done in December. So that'll be a trip, and that'll be something I'd take you with me for. So I'm excited. It's a long time coming. So other than that, I have no updates for you. I will say that I'm very excited that we're coming upon Halloween. Cadence is going to be Princess Peach. Already has her costume, got it in the mail 2 days ago, I think. And then Charlie's gonna walk with us, but Charlie isn't dressing up this year, but I did promise them that I would make them like a Halloween basket so that, you know, they would still get candy. He still wants candy, so I'm gonna make sure he gets candy in a little basket. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's it for you, friends. I'm not sure. I think I'm making cheeseburgers tonight, and we're gonna hang out, Cadence and I think maybe we'll watch a movie. I'll read a little, that kind of thing, and we'll go from there. So hope you guys are having a really good day, and I will catch up with you in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, happy Thursday. I have a little bit of an update for you. I am almost finished with the Kiss Curse. I am on chapter 24, and there are 36 chapters. Yes, 36 chapters. So I'm on page 204, and there's 306 pages. So a little over 100 pages left in this, and you guys, it is so cute. It is so cute. The banter, the enemies to lovers, well, enemies to truce to there's so much to it, and I'm really, really enjoying it. There's a slow burn, he kind of falls first. It's very cute, and there's an interesting mystery kind of happening, trying to figure out why somebody came to town that hasn't been in town for a while, and then they were invited to this party, and it was all these people that used to go to Penn Haven, which was the college in their area, and every witch pretty much for the most part goes there. And so she invited everybody for a party. Her name's Morgan, and she's acting kind of suspicious. Wells and Gwen are trying to be kind of like witchy detectives and try to figure out what's going on. All the while, they're falling in love. It's so cute. It's so cute. So, and if you didn't expect that from this, I don't feel bad for spoiling that for you. Because, I mean, the Kiss Curse. You kind of expect them to really start liking each other, right? And, I mean, it's on the back. It's very good. I like that Vivi and Reese are showing up from the first one quite a bit, which is nice. So it's a nice little combo of the two, but it really does focus on Gwen and Wells, which I like a lot. But yes, I have about 100 pages, a little less than 100 pages, a little over 100 pages left. and I should be able to finish this up today. I have been reading and listening, so that's been fun. So yeah, and today is the last day of the readathon. So if I get this done, then I guess what? That's another readathon of mine that has been completed, and I have done everything that I said I was going to do for the readathon, which makes me very happy. I don't normally do that. So then Friday we'll start Vampathon. So that will be a week of, well, a couple of days. It only goes to Halloween, I think, of vampire books and vampire movies. I might watch some Buffy. It's been a really long time since I watched Buffy. So yeah, this is very good. This is very cute. I also really enjoyed the X-Hex, so I'm glad. I like her writing. She's very cute and simple. Nothing, it's not anything I really have to think too hard about, which makes me happy. So yeah, it's a good follow-up to the writing retreat, which, as we know, I was not a huge fan of. So yeah. Tonight is show 1 for Charlie, so we will be going to that. Went to Cadence's parent-teacher conferences this morning and her Scholastic Book Fair, which was fun. I'll show you what I got her. Hold on. So I'm so proud because by the middle of the year, they're supposed to be at like a reading level 8, and Cadence is already at a reading level 10, which makes me happy. Shows she's advanced. And she also has a goal to be, by the end of the year, to be at a reading level 14, which is reading bigger chapters and things of that. Reading chapter books, bigger paragraphs, littler writing, that kind of thing. So we had a couple of things that we knew she wanted from the book fair, and that was Gabby's Dollhouse at Kitty School. And this is one she for sure can just read to us because big words, things of that nature. And Gabby Cat is a Netflix show. Gabby's Dollhouse is a Netflix show that she likes a lot. And then she wanted Happy Cataween. This makes me feel so nostalgic because I was like, oh, you know, I used to go to the Scholastic book fairs and I used to love getting books like this. So it was very nostalgic. They had the posters, they had all the stuff. The kitty posters, hang in there, that kind of thing. And then this is one she wanted. She's into watching, which is something I don't think I will ever understand even as a parent, is kids and teenagers watching other people play video games on YouTube. I don't know why, but there is a YouTube family that she likes a lot, and they game together, and she'll watch them game on like Roblox, which is like a, if you're a parent, you probably know what Roblox is, but it's a online gaming platform basically where people can build their own games and then kids play them. And I let her play it very rarely, but it's because I'm able to do like crazy parental controls. Like she can't play the horror games and she can't do any of that. So FGTV is a YouTube family that games together that she likes to watch, and it's okay for the most part, but it's out of time, and it's a very big, it is a comic book. So okay, fine, that's fine. And then 2 additional ones that we bought her were step 2 books. Tiana's Garden Grows. So again, it's step 2 is reading with help, so like preschool to grade 1, helping with basic vocabulary, short sentences, simple words, and then Power Up Pups because she likes Paw Patrol. So I don't know how much anybody, I'm sorry I keep fading in and out again, the lighting is weird. I don't know how much anybody really knows about like the steps to reading that are on some of these kids books, but it goes from level 1 to level 5, and you can move along. So like this is preschool to kindergarten, this is preschool to grade 1, where they're still kind of getting some help. Grade 2 is reading on your own, grades 1 through 3, and then number 4 is reading paragraphs, so the bigger paragraphs, which might be where we head next. For grades 2 to 3, and then ready for chapters, grades 2 to 4. And so all of these cute little books come with your favorite characters, favorite storylines, but then have little numbers in the top that kind of show you where she should be. And technically, we have surpassed level 2, but I thought she might like these, and I didn't see a whole lot of level 3s, and we've definitely surpassed level 1. but she wanted Gabby Cat because she really likes Gabby's Dollhouse. Like her whole birthday party was Gabby's Dollhouse this past year. So got that going for him. So there you have it. Step into the love of the school Scholastic Book Fair that I got to enjoy today. And they have so many other cute things now that they didn't have when we were kids. You know, they still got the bookmarks and they still have the posters and they still have the pens, but now they have like journals. They have bigger chapter books for bigger kids. This is what I need in an adult book fair. I need you guys to just open the big silver cases and it just be filled with, here's your fantasy, here's your romance, here's your fiction, here's your manga. Like, let's just do that instead of what I went to the other night that wasn't really a book fair. I really think we should just have big metal things that you just pop open, and then you can sell posters, but you know, and instead of selling like normal pens or fun pens, you can sell like book highlighters and pens that you can write in your book with if you annotate, and tabs and all that kind of stuff. That's something to think about. That right there, that's a business proposition. My future self wants to open a bookstore, so maybe I will have adult book fairs, but I will use big silver cases that unlock and just magic of books. That's a genius idea right there. I'm gonna have to write that down. So anyway, that's where we are. I don't really have any other updates for you. Yeah, I'm gonna work on editing this in bits and pieces so that I can get it up hopefully by tomorrow morning. And then yeah, I will let you know when I finish The Kiss Curse and let you know my final thoughts on it. But so far it's at least a 4.5. 4.5. Just, it's so good. It's so cute. The banter is, it's to die for. I love it. So I'm gonna get to reading, I'm gonna do some work, and then I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Bye. I am here to just give you all of the absolute best angles. Hi. Okay, I have an update. She's done. She's all done. I'm currently eating my lunch. I made a salami sandwich with cheese, and then I have Funyuns. I don't know what it is about these little guys, but... So the last little bit, I guess, I've been sending emails, work, that kind of thing. And then I was listening to The Kiss Curse while I was working on Tink. She's just about done. I have one more color to do, and then she's all finished. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to safely store her until I can get her glued, at least, and framed. So, there she is. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the finished product next time I see you. But for now, I did finish The Kiss Curse. It was 5 stars. It was very, 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 very cute. I really enjoyed it. I liked that there was no heavy drama. There was no... I mean, towards the end there was some drama. But there wasn't any, like, major miscommunication. There wasn't any, like, major drama. You know what I mean? It was kind of light and fluffy, which is nice. And it's kind of, I think, what I needed. Like, it felt good. It felt good. So, it was very good. I really, really enjoyed it. I just actually looked up, and it looks like there is going to be a third one that is going to follow the third brother. So, there's 3 of them. There is Reese, who you saw in the first one. And then I believe his name was Bowen. Yeah, Bowen. So there's Reese, who's the youngest, Wells, who's the oldest, and Bowen, I believe, is in the middle. There's supposed to be a third one based off of what I just saw on Goodreads. So yeah, if you liked the X-Hex, if you like cute witchy romances, if you like small town vibes, if you like not a whole lot of drama, if you like funny banter, if you like cute stories, if you like, you know, cute people, if you like cats. There's a very cute cat in here that actually talks. He's very cute. He was in X-Hex too, but he's more prominent in this one, I guess, because he's Gwen's cat. So, yes, it was very cute. 5 stars. Loved it. And the audiobook was actually really good too. So I also recommend the audiobook if that's your style. She did a great job reading it, which made me very happy. So I am going to wrap up my lunch. I'm watching a Gavin video. He has read the Britney Spears memoir, so I'm going to listen to see what he thinks about it. I'm sure it's spoiler filled, but that's okay. I'll probably still end up reading it. I didn't buy it yesterday. Justin wants it, but I think he wants me to put it on his Christmas list so that, you know, we don't have to buy it. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to eat my lunch. I'm going to watch the video, and I think I'm going to end the vlog here. If you've made it this far, go ahead and leave me like a little ghosty or a little ghoul or a little goblin, something spooky, something Halloweeny, something cute because of the treats and readathon that this was about. And I will go ahead and show you while I'm thinking about it. I have finished the board. So if you can see that, you can see my little check marks. I have finished the board. I have done it. We are good. I didn't do a lot of the bingo prompts. I didn't get bingo, and then as you can see, I have finished, oh, come on, focus, focus. There we go. I finished all of the books, which makes me happy. Makes me very happy. And then the bingo prompts, like I said, I didn't do many of them, and I definitely didn't get bingo, but I am okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. Ooh, come on. There she goes. So, yeah, I am happy with the way this went. So leave me a ghosty, leave me something fun, leave me something nice in the comments. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. That would be awesome. And then, yeah, I hope you guys are living your absolutely best life. You are loving yourself unconditionally. And I hope that you are reading lots and lots of good books. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.